All right, so today we're going to look at the hotel management system that is in our DkPOS software. So, if you have a hotel that you're managing, you want to know how the rooms are booked and everything that happens in the hotel, this software is for you. So, it has inventory where you can manage your stock, your drinks, your food you sell, and the rest of them. But today we're going to be focusing on the room booking. Okay, so now when you open the software, you come down, you see here you have HMS. Then when you click on it, this for only those who are into hotel management. They're the ones that only see this thing in their page. And when you go in here as the owner, you will see a glance of what is happening. So as it stands now, there is one room. You see, here it says rooms booked today is only one. Pending room 0 and available. I have to make some adjustments here now. Now let's start from creating a room first. Okay. Now you have different types of rooms in a hotel. Now let's start creating one. Let's create a room we can call presidential room. Okay, or let's call it duplex. Let's say residential room. Okay, this is a presidential room. Okay, in this room we can say, okay, this room can contain only 2 adults. Okay, and we'll have a maximum of 2 adults and a maximum of, let's say, 3 children, which means in total they will have only 5 that will occupy the room. Okay, now how many rooms are this kind of presidential? How many of these presidential accommodations do you have in your hotel? Okay, now let's say you have 2 of them, and 2 of them, the number on the door is room 50. So you can take room 50. We'll come down here and say room 50, that's 1, and then the next one is room 51. Okay, so both room 50 and room 51 are all presidential rooms. Okay, now when you've done that, they all have the amenities. Now, what amenities means, what are the things that are in this room? Okay, here we have television, you can check it. You have balcony, you have the fridge, and you can on your own add up more of this. If you have bed, some of these things that customers that differentiates room from room, AC and stuff like that. So it can be added from this place that says amenities. All right. Now, when you've done that, this is where you can upload the image of the room. Okay, snap it and then you upload it. Now, when you've done that, you can now save and then we'll put the price. Okay. Now let me just put a short text here. I can say this room is for presidentials. Okay, you know how you can describe it. All right, so now let's click add and then we add the price. Now we have to add the different types of prices. How do I mean? You know, some days you might decide to have, okay, on normal weekdays our prices are like this, but on weekends our room prices are like this. So that's what I mean. So this presidential, you can decide to charge, let's say on a normal day or for a Monday, you can charge 30,000. Okay, and on Tuesday 30,000, Wednesday the same thing, 30,000, Thursday 30,000. But from Friday we are entering weekend, so you can say, okay, on any person that books this room on a Friday, we charge 35,000. And if you are booking it on a Saturday, it's 40,000. Then if you are booking on Sunday, it's 45,000. Okay, but if you decide to make all the days of the week the same flat rate, that's okay. Okay, that's okay. All right, so once you've done that, you can now click on submit. Okay, now you have submitted. Okay, now let me now look at the rooms we have. If you come down here, go to the rooms, you can see that we now have presidential room that has a max number of 2 adults, 3 children, and a max occupancy of 5. Now, because it's 5 doesn't mean that it must be like that. It can be less. For example, if we have 1 adult that is booking the room and no child, okay, that means 1 can go. You can have 2 adults and 1 child, it will go because it's below 5. But once you have above 5 numbers, it cannot go. Do you understand? And as an owner, even though you have 2 adults and 3 children, you can say, okay, the max number of persons that will be here is just 3. Only 3 people. So that means it can be 2 adults and 1 child, or 2 child and 1 adult. All right. So now we've done that. This is now the room. All right. Now let's say somebody comes to book a room. Okay, somebody comes to book a room. When you click here, this is the booking, and then this is all the bookings that have been booked. Let me add a new one. So customer comes in to now book. You click on your ad, and of course you need to capture your customer details, their name. All right, but if you don't want to capture their name, just leave it on this default of working customer. That means the customer just walked in to book. But if you want to capture their details, everything about them, then you have to add. Okay, click on this add to now capture the customer's detail. So if it's a company or a business, you check this one. But if it's an individual, you check this one here. And then you come here and say, let's say, for example, Mr. Emmanuel. So that is the customer's name, Mr. Emmanuel James. You can put the customer's phone number. That's the details. There are still more things you can add. Okay, there are still more things you can add. So on your own listen, you can look at all these things and add them up. All right. Now, if you don't want to add them, you can leave it. It's still okay. And then you save. So when you save, it means now we are attending to Mr. Emmanuel. All right. Now we are attending to Mr. Emmanuel. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the full screen. Hold on. Let me make this to be a full screen. Yeah, it's okay like this. So this is it. Now you can check status. So you have confirmed the person. Now, as you can see, there's no price here for booking yet. All right. Now, from the time the person is arriving, let's say the person is now in the front of the cashier trying to book, which means this date is the arrival time, and the pass. So if he's booking 2 days, that means today is, for example, I'm making this video on a 14th. So if he's staying 2 days, it means he's going to stay 15, 14, 15, that's 2 days. So he's living here on 16. All right, that's 2 days. Today is 14, so he's living on 16. So if I choose 16, automatically this plate that is showing here is now showing 2 days. Do you understand? If I go to 17, that means it's 3 days. If I go to 18, that means he's booking 4 days. So that's how you book it. All right. So in this case, let's book 1 day for him. So today's date against today's date. So he's taking just 1 day. Okay. So let's take him to 14th. Let's go 15. Yeah. So he came in today and is leaving tomorrow. So that is 1 day. And of course, now look at the you now come down here. You can choose the departure time. It's okay. That's 24 hours. So if I'm booking this on 11:39, it means he's departing on 11:39 of that day he's departing. Okay, you know how to fix that. Now you have to now select what kind of room is this customer booking. All right, so you come here and say add room. Now there are different kinds of room, but we have the room we have now is presidential room. So you select the room. Okay, and we said this room can take 1 to 2 adults. So you cannot select, is it 1 adult or 2? So you select, maybe it's 1 person. How many children? You know, we choose from 1 to 3. So you cannot say how many children are going to stay in that room with him. So you are now, let's say you have 2 children. And then remember we did rooms. We said room 51 and room 52, right? Yes, okay, 50 and 51. So which of the room are we giving to these guests that came? So let's say room 50. Okay, once we've done that, remember the price we said was 30,000 naira per day. Okay, so because he's staying 1 day, his money is what? 30,000. But let's say he's staying 2 days. Now look at the total here. 30,000. Now let's say he's staying 2 days. Now we change the date to 2 days, means this. So once you've done that, you see that the money automatically change. So let's give him the room. Let's give him the room, presidential room, 1 adult, 2 children, and the same room. So now we're giving him 2 days, which is 15 to 16. So you now see that it will change from 30,000 to 60,000, being 2 days of the booking. All right. So now you see we are now booking 2 days, which is now 60,000 naira, and here is now the money 60. Now also, apart from booking, there are other such services that are added to guests. Okay. Now this guest, is he taking breakfast on those days? All right. We'll have some extra things here that you offer as a service. So If he's taking breakfast, you add breakfast. If he's taking laundry, maybe he's going to be having his laundry done, you check it. Each of them have their prices, and of course, these things can be set up here. All right, these things can be set up here, up here. You can set up all these services here and put their prices. Now, because we've added these two things, now look at, he's taking laundry. Laundry is how much? 2525. So 2 days is how much? 5,000 naira. And then here we are taking laundry, which is also 5,000, and 2 days of it is how much? 5,000. Sorry, this one here, that's 2 days is how much? 60,000. Then this is 10,000 each, and this one here. So you can also add the swimming pool to it. If you add it, the money have also increased. Okay, the money has now increased to how much? 40,000. So if you remove this, his money has dropped down. So now, and of course, this is per day and this is per booking. So this one here adds up. So once you are done, you can now click on add room. Okay, now we come down here. His money is how much? 70,000 naira. That's his money. And now, how is he paying? Is it cash, bank transfer, card, or how is he paying? Okay, let's say for example he's paying through bank transfer. So we click on bank transfer, and then we select the kind of bank he's paying into. So which of the bank is he paying into? Is it this is OPay, this is GT, this is cash? So before we will set up this account for you when we install our software. You will let us know the accounts that customers are paying into, so that we can set them up in your own account. So that at the end of the day, what happens is this: if a customer is paying money into an account, you use your software, you should already know what to expect in your account. So you balance the physical systems amount and also balance in your account, so everything will tally. Where they don't tally, then you have to begin to question your staff for some issues. So those are part of ways of tracking your money in your business. All right. So once you are done with that, so this customer is actually paying into your account that is OPay. All right. Now once you're done with that, and then you click save. Now that means this has been successfully booked. Now you as the business owner, once you come and check in your rooms, you will now see that if you now come and check your reports, initially there was only one booking. Now we have 2 booking, and this is their arrival times. Nobody is departing today. These are all their arrival times. All right. Now if we come to this booking, once the customer checks in, okay. Now look at this one, have checked in but have not checked out. This one have checked in and also checked out. Now this is the new one we created for Mr. Emmanuel. He has not checked in yet. Okay. So once he checks in, we come here and then we click check in. All right. Now this is him. Now we have now click check in. Okay. Now we have checked the customer in. Do you understand? We have checked the customer in. So when he's done and he's leaving, you come back here too and check out the customer. Okay. So this is how you manage it. This is just a glance of it. Now for that amenities, this is where we add the amenities here. Okay. If you click on these amenities, you can begin to add as many things as you want to add as an amenities. All right. So we have balcony, fridge, television. We can also have AC. These are the things that are in the room. Okay. AC. All right. These are things that are in rooms. So you add them up so that when you are creating your rooms, you can allocate all these things to the rooms. All right. These are extra. This extra is where you add your services. Okay, you have breakfast service, laundry, swimming pool. What other service again? Maybe massage, or if you run massage, you can add massage service. And how much is that massage? You can say maybe 20,000 naira per massage. So a customer can book it. All right, the customer can book it. You can decide, okay, is it per day? Okay, is it per day? So if you say per day, that means if the customer is booking 2 days, it means he's booking this breakfast for the this massage for the 2 days he's staying, or is it per booking? So as the person books, the person have automatically books this massage, okay, as long as he stays there. All right. So this is how you know how you arrange it for your system, how it works better for you. Okay, you save. So this is how you save these things, and there's a place you take reports. Okay, this is where you see reports of a lot of things that are happening in the business. Okay, we can say, okay, we want to change the report from here to here. You click, and then you need to see the reports. Okay, these are the reports. Okay, the money that have come in, how many booking, how many rooms are available, how many people are staying the night. All those reports are here at a glance. Okay, all of them are at your fingertips. Everything at your fingertips. Okay, one more thing I skipped. Now, the guest that we booked a room for, we can actually still print a receipt for that customer. All right. Now we can print a receipt for that booking. We click on view. When you click on view, this you come here and click. Okay. Now this will now generate the receipt you can print out to give to the customer. Okay. Now it has already printed out the receipt. This is the booking ID, which is this one here, and the arrival time, departure time. This is the check-in, when he was checked in, and he was confirmed checked in. Customer name is what? Emmanuel. Contact number is this. Now, what room did he book? He booked the presidential room of number 50. How many adults? 1. How many children? 2. How much they pay? 6,000. Okay, these are all the things you have. You can now print your receipt and give to your guests. All right, so this is just a rundown of the hotel management part of the program. So this and many more is all the features that are in this wonderful software. So if you want to get it, contact us today and we will install it. Of course, there are so many things that this software has. All right, it has so many things. You can manage stocks, the inventory, the drinks that are selling in the bar, the foods they sell. How do you track it? We have a place for that. This one here is where those who are selling drinks, whatever drink they're selling, they can sell them off from here. Okay, they can sell the drinks off from here. This is more like the inventory part of the program. Okay, you sell them off here. But there are certain videos we have in respect to this aspect of the program. But today we only looked at the hotel management part of the program. Of course, we also have HR, that's human management. Okay, we also have the HR part of it, where you have your payroll, you record all the money that you spend in your salary and the rest of them. How do you pay your salaries and all that? It also have the expenses that are made in the company. You can capture all the expenses you make. Okay, you can capture all of them, make your expense, let it be recorded, and so much more. All right, book us today and we'll come and demonstrate more, and you have this effective software for your business. Thank you very much and have a lovely day.